Hello, everyone. Hope everybody's doing all right. Good to see you all. I am doing well, thank you. So, welcome to We're Here for the Human Experience, episode 38. And I am Lisa, a certified life coach, Reiki master, and I like to help people uncover their inner narratives, their patterns, beliefs, to transform the stuck energy into freedom and flow. And I know when I started to shift my mindset, things definitely flowed. And I'm passionate about the power of our mind and the energy of life. So thank you for being here today. Ooh, episode 38. I gotta say that this is, it has been a year since I started these lives. A year. Time flies, right? So my goal was in the beginning, was to step out of my comfort zone, shift my old patterns, and encourage all of you to do the same. And over the past year, we have explored so much together. We have talked about connecting with our guides and intuition. We talked about checking in with ourselves, right? When you're having a moment, when stuff is going on, even when you're not, notice the good times. What is checking in? How am I feeling? What am I thinking? Right? We want to connect. We want to actually acknowledge ourselves. We want to build that rapport with ourselves. What do I like? What do I don't like? Recognizing our limiting beliefs and increasing our self-esteem. We talked about mindset shifts. I love shifting mindset, the perception of, and recognizing our patterns that can keep us in that, I'm going to say maybe a heavy energy, negative energy, a bad energy, however you want to word that. Everything, of course, is energy here, and our emotions and our words create that energy and create the life that we live. So, and because we're here for the human experience, we have the ability to change how we view our world. And just because we used to think of it that way, we do not need to continue to bring that forward. So, mindset shifting, recognizing patterns, and of course, asking ourselves questions. What do I like and what do I don't like? What do I think about this situation? What am I feeling about this situation? And even as I want to, as I say, check in with yourself, I feel my body just take a nice deep breath. How do I feel? I feel really good. I feel really good. Yeah, there's always things going on, but that's how life is. So how do I want to flow with them? How do I want to define them? Right? These are the things that I want to ask myself and just ponder, right? What do I think about that? That's interesting. I'm not sure what I think about that in this moment, right? Ask yourself questions. And of course, the questions can take seconds, right? Like I've said, it takes me longer to explain it than it does for you to check in with yourself and go, how do I feel? And you know, because your higher self gives you the information, your body gives you the information, your emotions are your GPS. So asking yourself how you feel is checking with your roadmap. So I just want you guys to take a moment to just reflect, because we don't do it enough. I know I've talked about it in other videos, about, every Sunday, review the past week to keep things current. If you're, goal setting, you're setting intentions, having things that you want to accomplish in a week, how is it working? How did the past week go? To review your past week, your wins and your not wins, right? What is going on? What happened in the week? So now we're in the month of December. So let's just take a moment to reflect on the past year. And so many times it's always, we look at it, and I have looked at it this way as well. It's the things that I haven't done. I didn't get this done. I didn't get that done. What did I get done? What did I accomplish? we gloss over all the things that are great, that are good, to focus on our struggles. But today we want to focus on the good things. So just kind of do a quick review. What happened this summer? What happened this fall? How was your spring? My spring, I hosted a workshop. My summer was good. I learned a lot. There was a lot of clarity that came through this summer, and that's the energy of the planet. So it was very eye-opening and very freeing, and just that, okay, that was interesting. Those moments of, so what are the good things that happened this year? What have you accomplished? What are the daily wins that you can celebrate, that you want to celebrate, right? I did 5 loads of laundry and folded it all. I made some cookies. I got a new job. I totally stepped out of the box and did something that I had been afraid to do, right? Ask yourself, just reflect. Because when you're doing that, you are bringing all your awareness back onto you instead of in the external world where we spend a lot of our time, of course. So just bring that energy back into you and go, okay, what am I proud of? What am I proud of in my life that I accomplished, that I'm grateful for? Did you take a new course? Right? Did you start a new job? Did you move to a new place? Did you grow your family? Did you shift your family dynamics? There's so many things that we can actually look at and acknowledge and bring that wonderful energy into ourselves and go, hey, you did a good job. And if we aren't acknowledging our wins, nobody else is, right? Who will, right? So I like to consider it as like we're just taking inventory of our life. Or you can look at it as creating a personal resume for your past year and highlighting your growth and achievements. Make a personal resume for yourself. How many of you have actually done a resume for a while? If you're in a job, you may not need a resume, or you may need one. But what in your life have you accomplished outside of your job? So look at your life as that opportunity to, like I say, create that resume of your life, your accomplishments, things you're proud of. It is so important for us to, like I say, and I can't stress it enough, to actually acknowledge the things in our lives and bring the energy back to us instead of outside into the external world. So just take a moment and reflect. It's a good habit to get into, like I say, on Sundays, to just look at your week, because then that is, especially if you're goal setting, if you're not reviewing every week, how do you know that you're staying on track? Right? What are you doing for the week? What are the, 3 things that you want to get done this week? What are the 3 things or 5 things that you want to do in the next 6 months? So moving forward, so into the new year, define what you want. Life is shaped by the meanings we assign to our events, to our definitions. Like, we give definitions to absolutely everything. So what definitions have you given your experiences this year? And you can, because we have this ability, reframe the ones that feel heavy or restrictive to allow space to be lighter, more expansive, open, and allow those emotions to flow. Acknowledge and release. What emotions and patterns or stories are you ready to let go of? We don't need to keep dragging them along. Maybe they're done, but we just keep dragging them on. So this is a good time to look at this. And looking at and having that awareness of our patterns, it is the first step to releasing that stuck energy and the stored trauma. Our body keeps score. So if we're dragging that with us and we're not reviewing it, because if we're not taking the time, set a timer, do like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, even 5 minutes. And just review what's going on and where you want to go. And celebrate your daily wins. Make it a habit of celebrating small victories, which we don't. It's like, hey, I went grocery shopping today, whatever it might be. Hey, I finished that course I was doing. Hey, I wrote a chapter in a book. Hey, what did you do today, right? What are the small victories? Whether it's getting out of bed on a tough day or completing a project, everything matters. And acknowledge it for yourself. Pat yourself on the back. Because we don't do that enough either. Practice gratitude, as I say, right? Gratitude, it helps to rewire our neural pathways. It helps to shift our perspective to one of more abundance and possibilities. When I'm looking at things that I'm grateful for, it just brings in a new energy. It feels lighter. And then I don't feel like I'm looking at everything I'm shifting my energy into that more gratitude instead of going, oh my God, this is going on and that's going on and right? So shift it down, shift it into a gratitude state, right? Even when things seem a little heavy, look around and see how many things you can be grateful for, even in those moments. Even if it's just a acknowledgement of, I see that. That makes such a massive difference in our whole being. And write it down, right? Pull it out of your head, write it down so that you can see it and it makes it more real. Speak it out loud even. I'm so grateful for. And then set intentions and not resolutions. Set the intention of, I'm going to. And set realistic intentions, right? It's not this pie in the sky stuff. Set like weekly intentions. Set then monthly intentions. And it doesn't have to be a lot. It doesn't have to be this massive thing. I'm going to clean out a closet. That's what I'm going to do this week. Because that closet has been bugging me. It's those little things. I want to be more active. I'm going to be more active. I'm going to do 2 things this week that increase my energy level through exercise. And so set intentions instead of resolutions. Most of the time, resolutions, they're not followed through. But if you're reviewing your week, it's easier to stay with the intentions, with the goals that you want to achieve. So focus on how you want to feel and who you want to become. You can't be something different if you're not willing to put the work in, of course, right? So how do you want to feel and who do you want to become? Allowing your goals to flow naturally from that space and that energy. And it is about assessing or reassessing and looking at it. Like I say, if we can't actually review our week or review in those moments, then it makes it really tough for us to actually achieve things that we want in our lives. You are important, and you acknowledging you is massive. It's full-on self-care. So, as you reflect over this past year and look ahead, remember that the story you tell yourself shapes your reality. And with awareness, gratitude, and intentionality, you can create a life filled with meaning and joy. We all have this ability. Do it more intentionally with more awareness. Check your limiting beliefs. Check in with yourself. Check your vibe. So, thanks everybody for watching today on We're Here for the Human Experience. And thank you for joining me on this journey of growth and transformation. Here's to another incredible year together. Thanks for watching yet again. Thank you. I'm so grateful for all of you. I'm going to take a short break and I will be back in January to discuss more mindset, mind shifting, energy vibe, and helping us thrive. Bye, everyone. Take care.